It was so fast that I almost wonder if it happened at all. 1 second I was holding her close, and the next, I was losing her, watching her slip right through my fingers like sand. It was like a sharp, silent explosion in my chest, blowing apart everything I built, everything I thought I understood. One moment we were wrapped up in each other, laughing, our futures winding together in some invisible thread, and the next, she was gone. Just like that. As if I'd been erased from her world in the span of a heartbeat. I don't even remember her exact words. Maybe they came in a text, maybe they spilled out in a quick, detached sentence. My mind just shattered, fracturing into pieces too small to hold onto. What do you say when your life implodes? How do you react when you're left standing alone in the wreckage of everything you thought you knew? What do you do when everything that made sense, the laughter, the dreams, the late-night whispers, suddenly feels like a cruel illusion? It's almost like she'd rehearsed it, planned it out with such precision down to the very last syllable. No closure, no warning. Nothing to suggest she'd been ready to walk away. It was all an act. Or at least that's what it felt like. Every smile, every I love you, every shared dream, just another line in a story she'd already scripted to end. 1 minute we were curled up together on the couch, watching a dumb show and making each other laugh. We were happy. Or so I thought. But an hour later I was alone, standing in a silence so heavy it felt suffocating. She just left. Walked out with this cold detachment, a plan I'd never seen coming. Or maybe she didn't even plan it. Maybe she decided right then and there to walk away. Impulsive and indifferent, like flicking off a switch. It was as if all I'd ever meant to her could be tossed aside in an instant. And the worst part, she didn't even look back. I remember that moment in excruciating detail. Her face was a mask, blank and unreachable. She didn't flinch when she saw me break. She didn't hesitate when I reached for her, begging her to stay, begging her to explain. Her eyes were cold, distant, like she was already gone, her mind already somewhere else. I crumbled in front of her, and she didn't care. I could see the decision made, as if I were nothing more than an inconvenience to be brushed aside. She left without looking back, without a flicker of regret. I was left on the doorstep, shattered into 1,000 pieces, while she walked away like none of it mattered. Days turned into weeks, and I couldn't escape the deafening silence. Every message I sent, every call, was met with indifference. Sometimes she'd throw me a few words like "I'm sorry and you'll be okay." Or worse, the phrases that made my blood boil. "You'll find someone else. You deserve better." How dare she say those things? How dare she act like she hadn't just hollowed me out and left me for dead? And here I am, in the aftermath of it all. I'm alone, clutching at broken memories, unable to move on, unable to let go. My mind is a loop of everything we were, every dream we shared, every whispered promise. It's all there, taunting me, haunting me. My heart is raw, exposed, bleeding out with every reminder of her. My appetite's gone. Food tastes like ash, and I barely sleep. Every day feels like a lifetime, an endless stretch of emptiness where the hours blur into each other. I can't even function, can't bring myself to care about the world moving on around me. And yet, she's happy. I see it in the photos, the little glimpses I catch of her new life. Smiling, radiant, as if she never even felt the loss, as if what we shared was nothing more than a fleeting moment, something easily discarded. She has someone new now, probably had them lined up before she even left. It's like I was a placeholder, just a warm body to fill her days until something else came along. I was never really her future. I was just a stop along the way. I hate this feeling. I hate this aching emptiness. I hate the way she moved on without a second thought, while I'm here drowning in memories. And more than anything, I hate this trauma, the silent, invisible abuse of being left behind without reason, without mercy. No one should feel this. No one should be forced to wonder if they ever mattered, if they were ever truly loved, or if it was all just a game. I sit here, day after day, staring at the walls, at the remnants of what we had. I try to pick up the pieces, but they slip through my fingers, too broken to put back together. I don't know who I am anymore. All I know is that I'm empty, hollowed out, a shell of the man I used to be. And I don't know how to go on, how to keep breathing when every breath feels like another stab to the heart. This isn't heartbreak, it's something far darker, far deeper. This is a wound that doesn't heal. And I'm terrified that I'll carry it with me forever.